The horizon problem. Look up at the night sky. What do you see? A tapestry of darkness, punctuated by brilliant distant points of light. It feels infinite, doesn't it? Eternal. A silent, majestic ocean of space. But what if I told you that this ocean, this cosmos we call home, holds a secret so profound, so deeply strange, that it challenges our very understanding of reality itself? What if the universe, in its very foundation, is performing an impossible magic trick? Today, we're going to talk about that magic trick. We are going to journey to the edge of everything, to confront the greatest cosmic riddle ever conceived, the horizon problem. To understand this mystery, we must first become cosmic cartographers. We must map the universe not in miles or light years, but in a far more fundamental currency, light itself. Imagine the Big Bang, not an explosion in space, but the violent, glorious birth of space and time. In that first fleeting moment, the entire universe was smaller than a single atom, a searing, dense seed of pure potential. And then it expanded, faster than anything we can truly comprehend. Now here is our first clue. Light, for all its majestic speed, has a limit. It is the universe's ultimate speed limit. Nothing can travel faster. This means that light carries information, a story, from one point to another. If you look at the sun, you see it not as it is, but as it was 8 minutes ago. You are looking into the past. Now, cast your mind across the cosmos. In opposite directions of the sky, we see two regions of space that are incredibly, unimaginably far apart. So far apart that based on the age of the universe and the speed of light, there has not been nearly enough time for light, or any form of information, to have traveled from one to the other since the beginning of time. They are, by all the laws of physics as we know them, strangers to one another. They exist beyond each other's cosmic horizon. They should be isolated islands in the great ocean of space, each with its own unique temperature, its own unique history, its own unique story. But when we point our most powerful telescopes at these distant, separate shores of the universe, we see something that should be impossible. They are identical. It's as if you took two people, placed them on opposite sides of the earth, ensured they never met, never spoke, never exchanged a single letter, and yet they both decided to wear the exact same clothes, style their hair the exact same way, and hum the exact same obscure tune. The temperature of the cosmic microwave background radiation, the faint leftover glow from the Big Bang, is the same in these disconnected regions to an astonishing degree of precision. It's a uniformity that defies logic. It's a whisper from the void that says, the rules you think govern reality are incomplete. This is the horizon problem. The universe, in its vastness, is performing a perfect, synchronized dance, but the dancers have never met, never rehearsed, and shouldn't even know the other exists. So, how? How is this possible? For decades, this question haunted cosmologists. It was a ghost in the machine of the cosmos. The answer, when it began to emerge, was even more magical and terrifying than the problem itself. It's called cosmic inflation. But let's not think of it as a dry scientific theory. Let's think of it as the universe's first and greatest act of magic. Imagine the newborn universe again, that tiny, hot seed. Now imagine that in the first sliver of a second of its existence, a duration so short it makes a heartbeat seem like an eternity. This seed was touched by a fundamental, primordial force, a field of energy woven into the fabric of reality itself. And this field caused space to stretch, not expand like a balloon being blown up, but stretch in a way that defies all intuition. For that fleeting moment, space itself expanded faster than the speed of light. Think about that. The stuff between the points was created and stretched at a speed beyond light. This doesn't break the cosmic speed limit, because it wasn't matter or energy moving through space. It was space itself being born, unfurling like a cosmic tapestry at a dizzying rate. In that inflationary burst, a region of space smaller than a subatomic particle was stretched to a size larger than our entire observable universe today. And here is the magical resolution to our riddle. Before this inflation happened, that tiny primordial seed was a single thing. It was a unified, connected whole. Every part of it was in contact with every other part. It was in perfect thermal equilibrium. It was, for a moment, one entity. Then, inflation struck. It took that tiny, uniform, connected region and stretched it to cosmic proportions. It took what was once a single, harmonious note and stretched it across the entire keyboard of reality. The regions of space that now appear to be strangers, that are now beyond each other's horizons, were once intimate neighbors. They were once part of the same whole, and they remember that unity. The perfect uniformity we see across the sky is not a coincidence. It is a memory, a fossil from a time before time, when the entire cosmos was small enough to share a single temperature, a single identity. Inflation solved the horizon problem by revealing that our cosmic horizons are an illusion. We are looking at a fractured hologram of a once unified reality. But if we pull on this thread, the tapestry of reality begins to unravel into something even more mystical. Inflation doesn't just solve the horizon problem. It whispers of a far grander and perhaps more terrifying reality. You see, the mechanism that drove inflation may not have been a one-time event. The leading theory suggests that this inflationary field didn't stop everywhere at once. In our region of the greater cosmos, it decayed, it settled down, and it created the bubble of universe we live in, a bubble with stars, galaxies, and us. But what about elsewhere? What if inflation is still happening right now in an endless, eternal sea of meta-reality? What if our entire universe, with its hundreds of billions of galaxies, is just one bubble in an infinite cosmic foam, a single froth on a shoreless ocean? This is the concept of the Eternal Inflationary Multiverse. And this is where the mystical and the physical truly merge. If this is true, then the Big Bang was not the beginning of everything. It was simply the moment our local bubble of space-time was born. Beyond our cosmic horizon, there may be an infinity of other universes, other bubbles, each with its own laws of physics, its own constants, its own reality. Some might be barren, others might be teeming with life we cannot imagine. Some might have 10 dimensions, others might have gravity 1,000 times stronger. Our universe, in all its splendor, becomes a single grain of sand on an infinite beach. This idea brings us to the most profound question of all. Why? Why is our universe so seemingly fine-tuned for life? If there is an infinite multiverse, then every possible universe exists. We simply find ourselves in one that allows for our existence. We are the universe become conscious, looking back at itself, wondering at its own origins. This is no longer just physics. This is a modern creation myth, a story written in the language of mathematics and confirmed by the faint whisper of the cosmic microwave background. It connects us to the cosmos in the most intimate way possible. The atoms in our bodies were forged in the hearts of stars, yes, but the very space-time we inhabit, the uniform laws that govern our reality, are a direct inheritance from that first magical moment of inflation. We are not just in the universe is in us. Its first memory is encoded in our very being. The horizon problem started as a puzzle about temperature. It led us to inflation. and inflation has opened a doorway to the multiverse. We have journeyed from a question about the sky to a revelation about the nature of existence itself. We are living in a golden age of cosmology, where the line between science and philosophy, between physics and mysticism, is blurring. We are discovering that the cosmos is far stranger, far more wondrous, and far more magical than we ever dared to dream. And this is just the beginning. If this journey to the edge of reality captivated you, if you felt that sense of wonder, then do me a favor. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps us continue exploring these profound mysteries together. And I want to hear from you. What do you think lies beyond our cosmic horizon? A multiverse? Something even stranger? Let me know your thoughts, your wildest theories, in the comments below. This conversation is one of the most exciting we can have as a species. And for those of you who wish to dive even deeper, to explore the idea that our reality may be a holographic projection and what that means for the multiverse, you can check out my book, Holographic Multiverse. We've only scratched the surface today, and the book is a guide to the very deepest layers of this cosmic mystery. The link is in the description below. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Never stop looking up and never stop wondering.